Hi, Man United fans. Welcome to our channel, Manchester United A to Z. So, this time, a big news is coming up on the deadline day for Manchester United fans. Sabitzer from Bayern Munich to Manchester United is a very close deal. Talks are in very advanced stage. It is confirmed by all the reliable journalists, including Fabrizio Romano, Christian Falk, who is based in Germany, and so many other sources. So, now we can say that Sabitzer is the third best midfielder in the world after Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes, right? Maybe not, definitely not, but he is someone we need in the midfield. In fact, we would take Manchester United would take me in their midfield as well at the moment after a very unfortunate injury to Donny van de Beek and Christian Eriksen more recently. So we are thin as air in the midfield, and we are going to play a game every 3 days because we are in all four competitions. So, so I'm excited by this transfer. I'm upbeat about this transfer. I hope this we get over the line because Sabitzer is a very good player in my opinion. He's a versatile player. He can play in multiple positions. He can play as a defensive midfielder, as a number six. He can play as a number two, number eight. He can play in different setups in the midfield. He can play in diamond. He can play uh, as two midfielders sitting in front of our centre backs, and he can also play as the as a second striker. Uh, the season where he got into prominence with Leipzig was when he played more in a more advanced role, and he scored almost 18-19 goals in that season, after which he was a hot commodity in the transfer market. And that was when Bayern Munich acquired his services and bought him. We know in Bayern there is a lot of competition for places. There are so many good midfielders playing in similar position, including Kimmich, including Goretzka. So it's not easy to be a regular player in Bayern Munich. Still, Sabitzer has not started. He has been involved in 15 out of 18 league games for Bayern. He has scored a goal. He has also contributed with an assist. I'm not saying that he's the ideal replacement for Christian Eriksen, but you don't expect an ideal replacement on the deadline day, on the last few hours of deadline day. So it is again a failure on part of the board of Manchester United and those in charge of the recruitment department, because every team in Europe, especially in Premier League, is investing so heavily. I don't want United to go and spend crazy money for any players, but you need to sign players to bring to cover for the places, because in a season there will always be injuries, right? So suppose we got a Christian injury, Eriksen injury right after the winter transfer, January transfer window closes. Then what? What we would have done? We would be forced to play with the three midfielders every other game. With we only have three fit midfielders at the moment. That's Casemiro, Fred, and Bruno Fernandes, and all three play in different roles. So, so you cannot expect them to perform week in week out in every 3 days. So, what options do we have? Basically, we can either bring in someone from the academy to play as an eight or as a six. I can see Zidane Iqbal doing that role, especially in some low profile games. We have Minu, 17-year-old, playing a part in last few games. But do you expect these guys to replace for the veteran like Eriksen? No, certainly not. That's putting too much pressure on them. So I would take Sabitzer because he has proven himself. He has played in the Champions League. He can play as 6, 8, 10. He can bring in goals. He's a physically he's a physical specimen in my opinion. He's defensively certainly better than Christian Eriksen, but I'm not so sure about his forward range of passing, whether it is as good as Eriksen. I don't think so. But he can make a late run in the box. So all my sources and yours, reliable journalists are saying that Sabitzer to Manchester United is close. I hope I'll be able to confirm it in a couple of hours, but I would give this transfer 90% likelihood to happen. So stay tuned for more update on deadline day. I'll keep you posted.